Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And if you have not subscribed already, please kindly do so. Okay, and today we're looking at the words of Alexander Usyk. And in this article, reported by BoxingScene.com, Alexander Usyk says, Joshua would be much harder for me than Andy Ruiz. So, without any further delay, let's get into it. Okay, so the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion Alexander Usyk views Anthony Joshua as a much tougher fight than Andy Ruiz Jr. Last year, Usyk unified the entire cruiserweight division and then announced a move to heavyweight a few months later. He was scheduled to debut at heavyweight back in May versus Carlos Takam, but the fight was pushed back after Usyk suffered an injury in training camp. Was it the shoulder or the arm? One or the other. Anyway, Usyk had Joshua as his dream opponent, but that plan came crashing down last month when Andy Ruiz pulled off a massive upset by stopping Joshua in 7 rounds to capture the IBF, WBA, and WBO titles. A rematch is going to take place, scheduled for later this year, 2019, and Usyk is crossing his fingers that Joshua comes out on top. Usyk says, I want Anthony Joshua at Wembley. I think it would be a much harder fight for me to fight Joshua than Ruiz. I was asked the question whom I would like to fight, and of course I named the 3 best heavyweights today. The 3 best heavyweights today, says Usyk. That picture tells the tale. This picture tells the tale. I named the 3 best heavyweights today in the division: Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. If you want to be the best, you have to fight the best. And these guys today are the best. If I'm going to be fighting just regular guys, I'm just going to be a regular fighter. I'm also very much waiting for my first heavyweight bout. I'm already tired, not fighting, just training. I'm ready for the hard work. I'm ready to prepare for the fight, says Usyk in relation to his rescheduled fight with Carlos Takam. Yesterday we had a meeting with Eddie Hearn and talked about it. So it looks like it's going to be in September, but most likely in October. We're talking about the United States, but I don't know if it's 100%. But Eddie is saying it will most likely be Takam in the US of A. Okay, so let's chop it up. Alexander Usyk says that the 3 best heavyweights are, where are we? There we are. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. And I want to fight the best. In order to be the best, you have to fight the best. If I'm only fighting regular guys, then I'm only a regular guy myself. I want the best. I want Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium. I think Anthony Joshua is a harder fight for me than Andy Ruiz Jr. Very, very interesting words from Alexander Usyk. So, how does this make any sense? How does it make sense that Joshua is better than Ruiz when Ruiz just beat Joshua? What's the logic behind Alexander Usyk's statement? Perhaps it seems to indicate that he doesn't believe Ruiz will beat Joshua in the rematch. That to me seems a very clear indication. What is it? Character assassination on Andy Ruiz seen here? I don't know. It seems a tad premature, perhaps. A tad premature to think that Andy Ruiz's win, does it suggest that Andy Ruiz's win was something of an anomaly in the mind of Alexander Usyk? It certainly does. It appears that Alexander Usyk is saying that if they fight 10 times, he expects Anthony Joshua to win the majority of those fights. That's in relation to Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. Usyk seems to be saying that if they fight 10 times, then he would expect Anthony Joshua to emerge the victor in the majority of those 10 bouts. Very interesting words from Alexander Usyk of the Ukraine. So, we have to wait until the winter of 2019 to see how it plays out. The rematch. I'm referring to the rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr. I certainly will be fine. I'm cool with the concept that Alexander Usyk might be right, because news is coming in that the rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr. is most likely going to be in the UK, which means, of course, that UK fans will get a chance to witness Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. And we will get to see for ourselves if Alexander Usyk's pronouncements will be borne out and Anthony Joshua will emerge the victor, setting up a fight next year, maybe even early next year, against Alexander Usyk, providing he gets past his next opponent, who is scheduled to be Carlos Takam. Okay, that was it. That was the article. Have your say. What do you say? Do you agree with Alexander Usyk, or do you disagree? Write your statements, your opinions, your views in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, and I'm out.